All right, guys, we are back with round 4 Edison format at Epic Cards and Games in Hurst, Texas. We have Sal on the left, playing Frog Hero versus who is he playing? Oh, David Provonsil on the right, playing I believe the Machina Hamster Ryko deck. This tournament was 4 rounds of Swiss, cut to top 8. Both these guys are X1, so winner here is guaranteed a spot in top 8. Loser is going to come down to tiebreakers. There were a few X2s that got in. I don't know what happened on this particular day, but a few X2s made it in. I think it's because we had like 20 people. I think that's why. All right. Now, how have these two performed on the channel this year? I believe Sal has 1 win. Provonsil, I think, has 2. Yeah, I think Provonsil has 2. As I said, to monster passes. Yeah, Provonsil has 2. So Sal passes back to Provonsil. This doesn't even look like a frog deck that Sal's playing. Alright, so flip Ryko, target the monster. Is he going to chain? Yeah, see, I couldn't even tell that was a frog deck. Set 3, set a Treeborn in a frog deck? Yeah, that's weird. Provonsil milled Plague. Pokes him for 200. Passes back to Sal. Summon Ocean. Attack for 13. What would Sal set? Here comes Heavy. Chain Dust Shoot. So he held the Dust Shoot. So his hand is Double Avarice, Fortress, Lila, Caius, Bottomless. So he chooses the Lila. Yeah, because the rest of his hand is kind of dead. He was trying to Pro Storm him. Okay, now I get it. That's a super Pro Storm, though, sitting 3 like that. Alright, so Provonsil set the Bottomless. Standby Treeborn. Summon Sub. So you know it's Bottomless. So you could go for the like Unifrog play if he has. We'll see. If he plays Unifrog, I know some people have started to cut it. Which I get why not wanting to play it, but it's just a good option to have. I almost always play it. There have been some times when I put it in the side deck. Okay, so he does play it. Now, how many Dupe Frogs? So Sal might be on 1 Dupe Frog. Yes, Sal might be on 1 Dupe Frog. Which I like. I know we had the dupeless Frog Hero deck. Oh, no, the other one's in his hand. Okay, I see. But yeah, as far as dupeless goes, I think you should at least play 1. I think it's worth having the option to go get 1. I'd rather have 1 in the deck than none at all. The soft lock is still really strong. The just sub Dupe Frog is hard for some decks to deal with. So that's just my opinion, but people have had success with that dupeless frog deck. Okay, so tribute. The dupe. Okay, that's interesting for Ryza. And yep, Provonsil picks up his card. So quick game 1 from Sal. Who will get that guarantee spot in top 8. Now, who am I going to root for? I'm going to root for Provonsil because he's playing a deck that we don't really see that much anymore on the channel. Joey Lynch, who used to play Edison, he still sometimes shows up. Actually, I think he was there on this day as well. I just didn't get him on camera. Yeah, I think he entered this tournament as well. Or maybe it was the one before this. But he was there recently. Anyway, here comes Trap Dust Shoot. So Sal's hand is Treeborn, Ocean, Swap, Caius, Dark Dust Spirit, and Regeki Break. So this one's tough. He doesn't have Miracle, so you can let him keep the Ocean. Could argue Caius. Caius is probably the best card, but then Dark Dust Spirit might come back to bite you as well. So there's no point in sending Swap or Treeborn. Yeah, it was either Caius or Dark Dust Spirit. But as far as like I was talking about Joey Lynch, yeah, he mostly plays Advanced. Occasionally he plays Edison. So Provonsil's kind of like one of the few Machina Hamster Ryko players. But I've always felt that the Machina Hamster Ryko deck is pretty good. It has a pretty good matchups. Like, it has a pretty good value and Blackwing matchup. But it does have some bad matchups as well. But I don't know. It's a good deck. I've played it myself on DB as well. I think I played it once in War League last season. I did play it once. Okay, so here, Provonsil Mills 3 with Card Trooper. Summon Gear Frame, the orange gadget. Search Fortress. So he's going to attack him for 18 and 19, leaving him at 43. So he's got the Regeki breaks. No, Regeki breaks, standby phase, chain compulse. I hate when they do that play. So this kind of makes sense why he sent back the Caius, because he didn't want him to Caius the Card Trooper. So Sal drew Rhoda first turn, Rhoda for Strato, search Maliedge. Or the Piercing Monarch, as my boy Andrew Doe likes to call it. Oh, man. I think I was doing his deck profile when he top 4'd RBT Denver, and he was like, yeah, I don't want to play the Piercing Monarch. Malicious, the Piercing Monarch. All right, let's see what Provonsil can do. Because this is like one of his worst matchups. Just because, like, this deck relies a lot on Hamster Raiko to fuel their Pot Avarices. And the deck can struggle to deal with the dupe block. Like, I've seen people side in, like, triple needle sealing to stop the dupe block in Machina. So Provonsil pitches Cyber Dragon, normal summon Dyna, attack for 700, and then run over the Treeborn. No back row. So he has the Ocean, but this at least buys him a turn. Oh, he's got Crow. So he sided Crow for the Pot of Avarice. You know what's crazy? I really don't side deck Crow against Machina. Like, I get it, it's good to stop the Pot of Avarice, but I really don't bother siding it against them. But to be honest, I haven't side decked DD Crow in a long time. At most, I'll side as 1, and I think I don't bring it in this matchup. It's mostly for, like, Forg and Zombies. That's really what the 1 Crow is for. Sometimes I'll side it against Vayu, depending on what deck I'm playing, but when I play against Machina, the way I want to beat them is Cyber Dragon. I feel like the best card against them, obviously. And if you side deck Nobleman across out, I think that card's really good against them because they play 6 flip monsters. So that card is almost always going to be live against them. And plus, if they do resolve a Pot of Avarice, a lot of times they're going to draw into Hamster Raiko, and they play Charge, so technically they play 7 flip monsters. So if you do side Knock, that's like one of the best cards against this deck. Pulling the Rug, surprisingly, I don't know how good it is, because it's only good if they draw Gear Frame, which is the best card in their deck, but they only play 3 copies. And then I really like Royal Oppression against Machina, because you stop their 3 Fortress, which they play 6 copies with Gear Frame. You can stop Hamster, that's 9 cards. And then Gear Frame's effect, so the special summon itself comes up sometimes. So that's just the way I look at side decking. I want my cards to be live most of the time. That's why I feel like DD Crow, I don't want to have to preemptively Crow a Fortress. That's just the way I side deck. It's a little different compared to other people. So here, oh, he was under 1,000. Okay, sorry, I was yapping about the side decking, just giving you guys some insights. Just because I saw the DD Crow. So Provonsil forces the 3rd game. Who will get that guaranteed spot in top 8? Now, I will mention this. Yours truly did go undefeated in the Swiss rounds. This is the 2nd tournament in a row. I went back to Vayu and I went undefeated in the Swiss rounds 2 tournaments in a row. I don't know. It's weird. Like, sometimes I'll play Vayu and I don't think the deck is all that, but for some reason, I don't know, the deck's just resilient. I just do well with it, but when I play it, it doesn't feel that great. But I was playing Nitro Vayu, and I will be back for top 8. Anyway, here comes Regeki Break, nails the Rug, tribute for Caius. Oof. 2 rugs? Oh, wow. Hey, sometimes you have to play. You have to do that. I agree with Provonsil's play. Like you read that he has a Regeki Breaker, a MST, or a Dust Tornado face down, so you're gonna set 2 rugs, and it worked out for Provonsil. Provonsil's also been playing in War League this season. He's what, 5-3 as of the filming of this video. Now this video is gonna go up later in the week, but maybe he'll be 6-3 by the time this video goes up. So he's still in the race for MVP. All right, Standby Treeborn. Tribute from the Piercing Monarch. Deprisoned. I need to go rewatch that deck profile where Andrew was talking, where Andrew called it the Piercing Monarch. So what's life? 32. So Sal sets a monster. Probably a dupe frog. Yo, Provonsil might be citing 3 rugs. And it makes sense. If he loses to... Because his deck gets hurt bad by Caius. So I get citing 3 rugs. I've cited 3 rugs in the past. Here comes Soul Exchange. So tributes the Raikou, so he's probably going to dupe block him. Yeah, this matchup can take a long time. Pop. So is he going to go for the soft lock? Again, we'll see what Provonsil's outs are. I mean, he could have another Caius. He could have Plague. Yep. So here comes Orange Gadget. But I mean, this is fine. He still can't deal with the dupe lock. Or not, this is just a soft lock. This is why I say the soft lock is good enough. That's why, like, if you don't want to play multiple dupes, I don't see anything wrong with playing one. I've played one dupe for a long time when I used to play Frog Hero. But then people did well with 0, which I don't like. I think you should at least play 1. Like, look, Provonsil can't deal with the soft lock. It buys you time to draw into Monarchs and Miracle Fusion. Provonsil has to answer it, which, how does he answer it besides sending a Raikou, sending a Hamster, and then he has to wait a turn to get the Raikou, and then flip the Raikou, so... Oh no, now there's a glare. So Provonsil sets 2. Pass. So he drew that out. Sorry for the cough, guys. Been having a cough the past couple days. Alright, so Sal sets 3. He has a weird frog deck. I'm not used to frog players setting 3. Usually they set 2 at most. Here comes Trap Dust Shoot, so his hand is Gores. 2 Fortress and Brain Control. Oh, Brain Control is an out. Oh, he has an out to the dupe block right there with Brain Control if he really wants to use it. Which might not be worth it because Sal has so many back rows. Now I want to talk about Gores because I always feel weird with whenever I play Gores against like Frog Hero because I sometimes will side out Gores against Frog Hero, and my reasoning is that if you're gonna bring in Fossil Dyna, it depends on how you build your deck. Like it depends what deck you're playing, but if you're playing like Royal Oppression and Solemn, you probably don't want Gorge, right? And also, like Oppression doesn't protect your Dyna. Or sorry, Gores doesn't protect your Fossil Dyna. That's why I tend to side it out if I'm bringing in Fossil Dyna, because I'm expecting the Frog players to bring in Breaker. So that's why I keep in Bottomless. If I'm side decking Dyna, I'll keep in Bottomless against Frog decks so that I can potentially protect my Dyna from Breaker. Like Bottomless and Rug are the best two cards to stop Breaker. Versus like Dyna D Prison doesn't, like Breaker outs that board. One card outs that. And like me having been a Frog player, like they don't have many outs to Dyna. Usually they'll have one or two outs. Oh, the Mirror Force. Oof. But he did draw one. This has been a long game. So Sal's gonna MST the Rug. So yeah, there's another Rug, the third Rug. Standby Treeborn. Sub effect, pop the Treeborn. Swap Frog effect, kick down Treeborn. Bounce swap, summon Dyna. Oof. Against Machina? Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. He Mirror Force a Dyna. I think Sal sides Dyna for the mirror match, and he just brought it in for this deck. Yeah, so I think Provonsil's checking to see if he has targets for charge. That's how he fanned out his graveyard. So he mills Cyber Dragon, Fortress, and another Caius. Search the Lila. So he's got Brains. He'll summon the Lila. Effect. Pop the D Prison. Does he have like a Fortress? Nope. So just mill 3. Standby Treeborn from Sal. Summon swap. Run over the Lila. Bounce. Pass. Okay, so Sal has 3 cards, and Provonsil's about to set Does Shoot. So I wonder if Sal technically could call priority. I don't think he's going to, but he could call player turn priority and then draw phase to play around trap Does Shoot, but I don't think he's going to. Yeah, so here comes Does Shoot. Well, you have to call your priority. Yeah, Sal has to call it. So here's, he has to, this is a complicated scenario. On DB, it's easier. What I do on DB is I wait for my opponent to go to standby phase. Then, because they're basically telling you they're passing the priority. But in real life, I think it only matters if you're declaring phases. That's why I most of the time when I play, I always go standby main when I'm playing. If you guys have ever faced me in person, almost every turn I go standby main, just so those situations don't happen. Because then people try to screw you over. They're kind of like, oh, I was going to call priority, and yeah, that's the issue. Right. Pass. Summon Orange Gadget, but you still can't deal with the sub. See how the targets? Where's Provonsil's Pot of Avarices, man? He might deck out. Yeah, look at that. Sal was able to shuffle his whole deck like he was shuffling his hand. You guys saw that? Yeah, if I'm Sal, I might just try to deck Provonsil out. Yeah, I don't like watching frogs, man. The longest matches on the channel are almost always frog decks. Just because the deck, especially Forg, like, man, it just takes a long time to like dig through the deck with Substitute, and then when you get dupe locked and you don't have outs to it, it's the games just drag on. Like, especially Frog Mirrors. Frog Mirrors can take a long time. That's not like at locals. Any because some of you guys have been watching the channel. I'm always looking around to see who I want to feature on camera each round, and anytime it's a Frog Mirror, I like stay away from it. I'm definitely because like I'm the one who has to do commentary, right? Obviously, you guys are watching, but I have to sit here and watch, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to sit down and watch a Frog Mirror. But there are some on the channel. If you guys want to go watch, check out the Frog channel. I'm sure you can find some on there. But obviously, you know, if they're in the finals, and I can't. When's the last time we had a Frog Mirror in the finals? It's been a long time. I have to dig because Frog is not a very popular deck in my local. Man, I really would have to dig to find another Frog Mirror. So he brings a sub. Oh, attributes a sub in the Dyna for. You could have attributed the gear frame as well. So he chains Crow. Oh, double Crow. Oh, he's getting rid of both the fortresses because he knows he has Machina Force. Okay. That's why he got rid of all the other copies of Fortress. I'm looking for the playlist while we wait for Provonsil to resolve this pot of avarice. I have to. I'm curious. When's the last time we had a Frog Mirror in the final? I can't think of one. A Frog Mirror? It's been forever. Oh no, it wasn't that long ago. Okay. Yeah, we had one September 11th, 2025. Not that long ago. Okay. Oh no, that's when the video was uploaded, but it was September 4th. So what happened? How did he get rid of the Regeki Break? He Regeki Break the fortress. So bring back Treeborn, Heavy the Torrential. Here comes Miracle. Bring out Ab-Zero. Attack for 700. Draw. I mean, Sal's got no cards. But now his fortress is back in the graveyard. So now you can bring back the fortress. I guess, what do you do if you're Provonsil? You could just ram your fortress into the Ab-Zero and pop it. You'll take 500, but at least the Ab-Zero's off the board. Uh-oh. I see his dilemma. He's in an interesting situation because he has Fossil Dyna, he has Caius. So yeah, Provonsil's taking a while to make this choice. I don't blame him. So he pitches Force for Fortress. And I saw Dyna and Caius, so I'm guessing, yeah, the play is to... Oh, he could summon Gear Frame as well. But does that do anything? No. So pop. And then main phase 2. Oh, he pitches another Force. To bring back Fortress. Summon Dyna, so at least you can't draw a Miracle. You have to draw a Monarch. Yeah, and if you don't draw a Monarch, you're in big trouble. Yeah, but let's see. Did you draw the Monarch? Because if you draw a Monarch, you get rid of the Fortress and then run over the Dyna. I don't think Sal drew a Monarch. I think he would have slammed it down. Yeah, I think he would have slammed it. I think he would have slammed it down, and pretty sure this might be game because Sal's taking a long time. Oh, he drew Brain. Take the Fortress. Run over the Dyna for 13. Give back the fort. But Sal's like a 200, right? Isn't this game? Any monster? Yeah, any monster is game. Summon Gear Frame, attack, and that is game. So with that one, Provonsil guarantees a spot in top 8. Now, Sal also made top 8. He was one of the X2. Actually, we had three X2s make it in. Yes, 3 X2s, 1 undefeated, and then 4 X1s made top 8. But neither one of these two returned because I only feature one match per round. So like top 8 was one match. The semifinals, I can't remember where. I'm guessing Provonsil lost in top 8. I just don't remember who beat him. Yeah, Provonsil lost in top 8. Sal made top 4, lost. So all this happened off camera. So yeah, neither of these two were returning. But yours truly taking the 1 seed curse. I'm coming in. Next match is going to be me in top 8 playing Nitro Vayu for the first time versus Julio playing a Pac-Man deck. So stay tuned for that one. And if you haven't already, please consider joining our members only. I'm uploading War League content and redo content on there. Also have a coupon code for 5% off Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles and product at Epic Cards and Games. You can find those links in the description, and I'll see you guys next time.